Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Some few hours ago, Peter Obi spoke at length, extensively about the issue of coalition and how even if he's being given an agreement of a one-term bid, he would accept all for the good of Nigeria. But don't also forget, a few days back, Peter Obi came out, talked about the issue of demolition of the Ikeja property, GRA property. Of course, there was a counter insisting that Peter Obi was trying to be smart by half, that he didn't give the full details. Well, Peter Obi said to update on the sinister move being made by some of these guys. I can tell you for free that they are already moving against Peter Obi on all fronts, and he wants Nigeria to be updated by the things that he's going through. And I can tell you for free that most average Nigerians are going through, but they don't have a voice to bring it to the fore. Before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, according to Peter Obi, says still on the demolished Ikeja property, the legal counsel to Nest Foods Limited, acting on the instruction of the company's CEO, my younger brother, Obi, has taken the matter to court over the Ikeja property that was unlawfully demolished after a trespasser misled the court into granting an unjust possession order. I have now been informed that the same trespasser, under the cover of night, is erecting a fence within the premises in an apparent attempt to divide the land into two. The secrecy and the desperation surrounding this act speaks volumes. It reeks of impunity and appears to be a calculated move to further complicate the ongoing legal process and legal proceedings. Whatever the motive, this is a blatant act of trespass. This is a blatant act of trespass and a direct assault on the rule of law. Fortunately, the matter is now before the court. We trust that justice will not only be done, but be seen to be done swiftly, decisively, and in full accordance with the law. Let me show you the video of what they are doing. While they are still busy going to the court, in the night, in the cover of the night, they are busy erecting the fence with full speed. Let's watch the video. We'll come back for my colleague.
Wọ́n ti ń regret ẹ̀ sìn. Olórí burúkú ọ̀bọ̀n yẹn gọ́gọ́gọ́ ló mú sí ẹlẹ̀. Wèrè olórí burúkú wèrè ọmọ tó kúnlẹ̀ yìí. Iná korokódì. Olórí burúkú nìyẹn. Bóyá ọ̀yìn máa padà pọ̀ náà. Ìta ló pa ni. Ó sì máa jẹ́ yá ẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ tí ẹnìkan ló wò pé ìrìn tó lè dùn lágbọ̀nù lélẹ́ ó dẹ̀ ti gbé mọ́ra yẹn. Àlàyé náà dẹ̀ kò fi gbogbo kárakára gbá tiẹ̀. Ọ̀yà ẹ̀kú lọ́ọ̀kù mẹ́jọ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀kú yìí. Yóò kàn wà lára ẹ̀. Ìgbélé ìta pé yìí ó ti lótọ́ yìí.
All right, welcome back. You've heard what Peter Obi said. You also heard the guys at the background. This is done just in the evening, straight down by morning time. Look at the speed, almost the speed of light. They used to, erect a fence so fast, so quick. What's your take on this latest matter? And do you think that now that they're erecting a fence, will Peter Obi truly get, or his brother get back this property?
Well, for me, I think that this whole thing is intentional. I don't know if the state government is fully into this. That's talking about the Lagos state government. They are the ones behind this act. But I think that the person who is in the owner or the supposed owner, the person who went to court, is the one who's behind all this act. And there's something about Nigeria, and that thing is, if your land is taken over by someone, and or maybe you guys had some issues over the land, and another person come immediately and start erecting and all of that. I've seen it in several places. I started erecting maybe a filling station or whatever. Start building a lot of things there. After a while, If you even take him to court or whatever, they say, well, based on this and that, this is what will happen. Maybe he's going to pay you some compensation. And so I feel that Peter Obi shouldn't just be posting all of these things, but they should be swift. At least get an ex parte order to stop any work on the land. Get an instruction from the court that they should stop everything in that land, because that land is currently, the case of that land is in court. And if, as much as it is in court, no one should be permitted to do that. But, we don't even know the level of the new person who is trying to take over the land. We can't even tell the level because, unfortunately, I would always say there's so much impunity in Nigeria. You can even get a court order and the person keeps building. And guess what? Unfortunately, if he belongs to the high and mighty, the class of, the ruling class in Nigeria, nobody will say anything. Even if you go and get police to do anything, nobody will, because instruction will come from above that you don't venture to break into that place. So, I mean, it's a situation that we'll find ourselves. That's why you see Nigerians being very deliberate nowadays. Nigerians, especially those who are Christian, are very deliberate, and their prayers have always been, Lord, please don't allow Nigeria to happen to me, because unfortunately, as much as we don't have, medical facilities in the country, we don't have pipe-borne water, good access road, insecurity biting at. Outside of that, also, even judiciary, it seems as though they are strictly for those, the high and mighty. And even, unfortunately, security agents, everyone seems to be supporting them because they're the decision makers in the country. So if you're not a part of it, it's going to be very difficult, because if, for example, Peter Obi was in APC, I can tell you that this whole thing would have been fixed long ago, and all this nobody would have even touched it. That's the world that's Nigeria in reality for you. So everybody keeps praying one thing, no matter what, let Nigeria not happen to me. But he should go the length and the breadth of the law, hoping and trusting that somehow he'll be able to secure, verdict to recover back his land. Because if they have documents at hand, and this whole thing is still happening like this, push it using the law as much as you can, and make the required noise to get so many people to know that this whole thing is, an impunity and should be stopped by all means.
Well, you well said. I just hope that Peter will take that particular legal advice of getting an expert order on this matter. It's really sad for someone like Peter Obi, who has a voice and who has quite a huge followership. It's obvious, and without mentioning what, or without necessarily putting any accusing finger, don't forget that Lagos State is the base of the sitting president, and someone who is actually in the ruling party. So if it's someone, like you rightly say, someone that they have respect and regard for, when he made that noise in the social media and tried to reach out, they would have acted swiftly. But instead, there's impunity going on with speed, so it clearly shows that there's more than meets the eyes. But then, however, let's leave it to chance and see how it plays out. But if this goes the way it's going, it clearly shows that if the elites like Peter Obi is not spared, then what is the fate of the common Nigerian? Let's put in our comment section what's your take. Do have a nice